Thank you very much. It's going to be a little different because we're a producer, and plus we also are exploring at a fairly aggressive stage. What makes this a little special is we've been producing at one of our mines for 17 years. Cortez actually produced at it 500 years ago. Silver mine, high grade, epithermal. And are we going to be here another 10 years? I'll be very surprised. We're not here a lot longer than that. Very active in exploration. We own a 200 square kilometer area with over 5,000 old mines on the district. So it's very early stage for what we're doing. What also makes it very interesting is we have a very strong balance sheet, no debt. And as I say, we've been in production, well, we say basically almost 20 years, 18 in production, 2 years of exploration. Smart money looks at silver, and I think we all know why. We produced 12 million ounces to date. We're continue producing. We only produce, and it's fairly low production because we only produce to make a profit. Makes it a bit unusual in the industry. And you can see the overall pattern in production. We pull back on production when the silver price is low, and expand it when the silver price is high. So we've got that ability. You'll see where we're located. We're in the southern Mexico. It's called Zacualpan, just southwest of Mexico City. Has all the services you ever need. We're on conditional power, and about 2 hours out of Mexico City. Up north is the other story. We've just acquired one of the highest grade zinc mines in North America. We run at about 12% zinc right now with about 900,000 tons. It's expandable fairly dramatically, and we're in the process right now of pursuing it. We'll get into that. You'll see how quickly being a silver producer, and by the way, that zinc mine has silver, how fast that the market responds to a price of movement in silver. The leverage is dramatic each time in our stock, and we've gone to up to $3 rather when we've seen an extreme movement in the price of silver. There's a trend in the past, and you can see each time when there's a dip, there's been a dramatic recovery in the price, and that's very traditional, highly leveraged to silver. The advantage is that we are a current producer, and we can actually flex that production depending on the price of silver at any one time. Here's where we're located. A new acquisition in the north. It's a high-grade zinc. I say before, one of the highest-grade zincs in North America. Where it also has lead and it also has silver. It's a carbon replacement deposit. Excellent exploration potential. It's only been worked on 10% of the size of the property, and the structure is a CRD. I won't get into the technical, but what it does mean is it's a series of structures that run up from an intrusive, and we're only exploring at this point the top two of those structures, and we're only exploring 1/10 of the length of that structure. Down below is Zacualpan. We have a mill, by the way, operating. We've just rebuilt it entirely from the acquisition we made. We've restructured the underground mining. We've taken it over from somebody else who was losing money on it, and I think we've made a dramatic change in what we're doing going forward. At the bottom of that is the Royal Mines of Zacualpan. First mined by the Spanish. Cortez actually hung out here, and this was his partner's mine. We're still mining, by the way, from that very same mine. We also are mining from 3 other mines in the district. We've produced about 12 million ounces to date. We have 2 production centers there, one that's currently active, and that's the one on the left-hand side. The other production is a VMS, a volcanogenic massive sulfide. We're mining epithermals right now. The VMS actually does require a bit of an uptick in the price, but it's ready to go into production. It's got an established reserve as well. The idea we wanted was to establish multiple mines, multiple locations, and we're in the situation where these mines are ones that, yes, we can produce and generate revenue, but at the same time, they come with an extensive exploration property. We actually own 5 drill rigs. We drill our own drilling, and the end result is our cost of drilling is extremely low. This year at the mine up north, we'll do over 10,000 meters of drilling. The one down below will be somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000 meters of drilling. So we also run one of the larger drill programs around. You can see that the market's been unkind to us because of the silver, because of this leverage we have to silver. And we're just starting to see the uptick now, and yet we can still demonstrate to the marketplace we've got a clean balance sheet, lots of cash in the till, no debt, and we're in production. The team here all been in the business a long time, maybe a little too long from my perspective. I'm getting tired, but no, it's an interesting business. We've got the talent to make this thing work. This is the 5th mine I've built. Here we are a little closer to where we're working. At the silver mine, we're running from 4 mines. We only put up 3 there. One small open pit, and the rest of them are underground. The one to the middle is the Kapiri processing. That's of the VMS. It's already established, capable of 200 tons a day. It's on hold right at the moment because of the price of the metals. And the other one is Plomosas. It's just recently been acquired, April 3. We've been rebuilding it. We've spent over $7 million to rebuild it. It's now a quality mill. It actually runs like it didn't before. And it's one of those that I think we'll be able to make some dramatic improvement. The other thing we want to demonstrate is we really believe in our responsibility as miners. Most of our mining is underground. Our tailings are clean. We put nothing toxic into the surface. And our latest thing is this mine that we just acquired was running on power on diesel. We have made a relationship with Tesla and their contractor, and they're installing a solar array and a battery system. We will be the first in all of Mexico and in many other places to be 80% solar powered. By the way, it also saves us money, which is even better. There's our existing mines. What makes the Plomosas property interesting is it's in an area where some of the highest grade, largest CRDs, carbon replacement deposits, are located in all of Mexico. You can see that as a result, we've got already a resource, but the resource is dated because nobody's drilled for about the last 4 years there. And our work, we just actually announced some drill holes, basically I think about a week ago. And again, high grade, good size, and containing both silver, lead, and zinc. We're going to be, we're already mining at depth below that indicated ore reserve. So as it goes to depth, it gets to higher grade. And it's one of these things that's really quite exciting. As we go forward, there's a number of other things we can do. The expansion is downward because there's 3 of these pulses running up. Only one of the pulses has been mined and it's not completed. 2, we have extension. They say the zone itself is almost 7 kilometers long. We've mined 600 meters. We're mining on 600 meters. We've got 2 drills testing the extension right now. And then 3, the grade's improving. Our last grade that we were getting, 2 levels below this one, was running 15 to 20% zinc, which makes it probably the highest zinc mine grade in the world. Here's the structure of it. It's long, and you can see the Plomosas mine, which is down at the bottom there. You'll see the other mines that are historic sort of open pits or what have you, and drill results show that the grade is continuous, almost the 6 to 7 kilometers of the structure. We're going to be drilling all of that this year and next year, and meanwhile we'll be expanding with the underground drilling the resource. I would suspect, and touch wood, but I think realistically we'll double the resource this year and we'll double it again next year. Here's the process that we're going to be going through. The mill that we acquired was in terrible state to the point where we've virtually had to replace every major fixture in the mill. It's now been done. We're going to have our electrical system up and running, totally neutral, within basically by May. We'll have official opening at that time. Our underground mining, we've restructured the underground mining. Some of you are familiar with mining. The previous mining was on structure. You end up leaving 25% of the pillars, of the ore in pillars. Our current mining will be room and fill, and basically we'll be able to acquire 100% of it. We're going to increase production. It's currently doing about 100 tons a day as we work through the things. Our target is over 200 tons a day this year. We look at XRT on it, we'll be able to take it up to 350 tons a day within another year after that. Meanwhile, we'll be building the resource as we go forward. It's an exciting prospect. It's not the traditional thing that you've been getting the pitch on and sort of, gee, we might have a resource here. This is a resource, this is a mine, and yet we have probably got one of the most prospective exploration potentials available, both at the silver mine, where the bulk of the 200 square kilometers has not been tested, and here where 70-80% of the structure has never even been drilled. So we look to expanding this. We're going to be very busy this year. We've got the capital to do it. We've got the team to do it. We've been working in this country for years. And going forward, I think we can demonstrate that there's a way to run mines and make money and at the same time provide really good exploration potential, both in the CRD in the south and up north in the epithermal veins. We're simply a gold producer that has the unfortunate aspect that we actually are one of the highest grade zinc producers around. And I'm never going to apologize for making money. And that's what our focus is making money, contributing to the bottom line, and yet funding our exploration.